Welcome back to Quinte Connection. Thanks for joining us. Well, from the office in downtown Belleville from the Quinte Arts Council, Janet Gerald joins us back on the show, Executive Director, and Drew Gray, the Program Director, as next month celebrating Susanna Moodie Belleville Arts Festival. So Janet and Drew, so great to have on the show. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Janet, how did this one get started? Because I understand you've been mulling this over for a little while.
It has. We started meeting. There's a committee, the Belleville Arts Festival Committee. We started meeting about a year and a half ago, and settled on the theme of Susanna Moodie then and now, like the times of Susanna Moodie. And so the players at the table are the Belleville Public Library's been meeting. The City of Belleville's been there. They have funded it, and the cultural programs from the City of Belleville are involved. Hastings County Historical Society, the Belleville Theatre Guild, Archives, Glanmore, Theatre in the Wings. So Quinte Arts Council is acting as a presenter, and we just brought everybody to the table. And so it's going to celebrate all of the disciplines: music, theater, literary. There's going to be a writing component. We have the Belleville Public Library is bringing in Charlotte Gray. She is a well-respected and well-known writer in Canada. So there's lots of stuff coming up. Okay, it runs the month of November, so it's various dates. There's some like there's a gallery crawl that runs the entire month, and there's an exhibition that runs the entire month, and then the theaters and things. It's various dates over the month of November, but the launch is November 1st.
Excellent. Thanks, Janet. Well, Drew, could you kind of walk us through some of the specifics? I understand Susanna Moodie will be touched on a fair bit next month.
Absolutely. And it's, as Janet was saying, we really want to sort of cover all the disciplines, or at least offer an opportunity for these disciplines to be represented. And it's as much about culture and heritage as it is about creativity, and just connecting with our neighbors and learning more about our environment and our history, and some things we did well and some things that we could maybe use improving on. And so it makes perfect sense to start with Charlotte Gray, who's a wonderful historian as well as author, and we're going to do it right over at the Belleville Public Library. And we're going to start with some nice period music from a wonderful local pianist named Mark Bond. And he's going to dress in period clothes and play some old music and get us in the mood. And Charlotte will give a great talk. And then we're going to have a film mixer on the 7th. And Patrick Crowe is a Toronto filmmaker who's done several projects on Susanna Moodie, including a film that he's going to show. And
The Enduring Enigma of Susanna Moodie.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to have a writer's workshop, and we're going to put on the Belleville was Theatre in the Wings held a contest, and a playwriting contest, and they selected 3, and we're going to do staged readings of them over 3 days. And
one of the fun, exciting things that kind of came in late in the game was the Moodie House.
Yes.
The Moodie House is going to be open for tours on November 16th. They happen hourly, so people will buy tickets, and there is a cap on the number of people. But so many people have always wanted to go through that Moodie House. And they called it a cottage at the time. It sits on Bridge Street. It has a plaque out front. I mean, it's a heritage building for sure. And so the owners of the Moodie House are going to open it up for tours.
Wow, that's remarkable, Jenny. Yeah, for folks who don't know, it's kind of hidden by some beautiful old trees, but it's just kind of down the road from the old Belleville Fairgrounds site in the west end of Belleville. So that is fantastic news. That has not been open for years, at least 10 years I can recall. So that's great.
Yeah, a lot of people have always wanted to go through that. And the Hastings County Historical Society as well is putting together a talk about what life was like during the time that Susanna Moodie lived here with her husband, John Dunbar Moodie. And the time period is 1840 to 1879. So what Belleville was like in those times. So pretty interesting. And we have a couple of, well, the Glenmore has been instrumental in providing a lot of artifacts. And so they've got a display at the Belleville Public Library that's happening, and it's a collaborative between the archives, the community archives, the Glenmore, and the library. And it's just artifacts of the time. Some of them might be from Susanna Moodie herself, and then an explanation of what they were used for, what they are. So that's a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, and we'll close it off with a reception at the Pinnacle Playhouse Lounge, which has recently been renovated, and we're all looking forward to having a nice time there. And we'll engage with people from the festival and find out what people liked, and look towards next year.
Yeah, making it bigger.
Well, it's certainly never dull here in Belleville for activities and events, and this is looking fantastic. Once again, Belleville Arts Festival all November long. Thanks, Drew. Really appreciate it with all the details there. Janet, as we wrap up, where can we get the full list of things that are coming, or is that yet to be posted?
So we do have a landing page on our website. So it's queenieartscouncil.org and then /Belleville Arts Festival. So if you just search Belleville Arts Festival, it should come up, and it lists each of the activities, how to get tickets, more information about them. One fun thing that is also happening we didn't mention is the galleries in the gallery district downtown. So the QAC Cultural Hub, BAA, Gallery 121, and again, the Pinnacle or the Parrot Gallery. The Glenmore has loaned us all artwork. And so there's going to be a bit of a crawl to get to all of the different galleries and discover the artwork. And the curators there have also put together an explanation of what that artwork is and the significance of it to Belleville. So that's a pretty neat, it's a pretty big festival. So to get more information, go to our website, go to the landing page. And everything's live. Posters are coming out.
Well, Janet Jarrell and Drew Gray, really appreciate you taking the time. Once again, the Belleville Arts Festival. And that wraps up another edition of Queenie Connection. Take care, and we'll see you next time.